They'll be shy with a new person, but I'll bring them in and they'll come in. And hi, Halo, you gonna come in? I'll rattle the food and they'll all come in. I'm Linda Woods, and I'm a retired special education teacher, now a dedicated llama farmer. My husband would love to tell you the story. When we first met, he thought that I was the one, but he said I really wanted to wait and make sure. So he waited 24 hours before he proposed. I said to myself, well, I think I really like this guy, but 24 hours and he's proposing marriage? Come in, guys. I figured, okay, I don't want to say, are you crazy, and walk away. But what I did is kind of turned it into a more humorous situation. Oh, sure, as long as we can have horses. Lo and behold, 6 months later, we're married. I haven't given up the horse idea because I was raised always having had a horse like for the summer months. So I loved horses, loved riding. It took another, I would say 15 to 20 years, almost 20 years before the horse came. You know, we went on about our lives. Tony was a school psychologist. I was a special ed teacher. I ended up with an episode after a horseback riding accident. I started to have weird episodes. But the episodes were debilitating. I mean, it would feel like I was having a heart attack. And I would go to the doctors and they would say, oh, it's muscle spasms. You're just going to have to learn to live with it. And I kept saying, no, this is something much worse than muscle spasms. I've had muscle spasms and intense pain for months now. They finally did a CAT scan, and it was an almost grapefruit-sized brain tumor. And brain surgery had to be done really soon because otherwise I was going to die. Okay, I know this isn't feeding time. We're trying. Okay, now we're just doing mass confusion. Okay. Bottom line was, went through the brain surgery, with the horses. My neurosurgeon, who was a horseman, said no more riding. So it's like, okay, we can live with this. We'll have horses as pasture ornaments, and we went on for a little while, and Tony knew how much that at some point we would find a home for the horses. He decided he would surprise me Christmas with 2 Christmas llamas, because they're large animals, so they would kind of take the place of not being able to ride and when the horses found a new home. So we went to the farm because midnight the animals talk, and the horses would be talking, and our cats that were there. Walked right past the llamas, didn't even notice, and was going down to the lounge. Our cats always went inside in the heated lounge overnight, and Sweetie hadn't shown up, and I was like so worried. So Tony goes, Sweetie's right here, Linda. I turned around, here are these 2 llamas looking at me like, that's our new mama? And though they came with registered names, we renamed them Mistletoe and Yuletide. And they started the whole story of llamas, the whole entry of llamas in our life. And they were it was a hoot and a holler, learning all about them. Everyone would come and visit. And they always say with llamas, you can't stop with just a couple. They're like potato chips. And lo and behold, fast forward a few years down the road, we ended up with just about 40 llamas. There's always something special about each one. Like Halo is the most huggable probably on the farm. Masquerade is our only male who stays with the females. But he just thinks he's died and gone to heaven, having 10 girls to interact with. And even though they all think, he's the pits, he just never picks up on that. And he's the most joyous llama. But the fun thing is over the years, we've done a lot of volunteering for nonprofit organizations. I had to retire early because of my brain tumor and some of the issues that come still with that whole part of my life. But it's kind of like, okay, you can lay back and say, my life has been changed dramatically. Or you can say, I can deal with this and I can find ways around this. And that was kind of the whole llama thing really helped me with that. Walking again, getting my language skills back, my fine motor and gross motor skills. So that was really an incentive with the llamas. It's just, they're a wonderful animal. My favorite part of going out to the farm on a daily basis is being able, as we're feeding, to hug everyone. And there's nothing like a llama hug.